Fox News alert. The government has been hiding Jeffrey Epstein's flight logs since he committed suicide 4 years ago. Fighting international sex trafficking should appeal to everybody, no matter what political party. We care about women and children. We care about law and order. We care about corruption. So when Senator Marsha Blackburn from the great state of Tennessee tried to subpoena the flight logs of Jeffrey Epstein, we were surprised that Senator Dick Durbin from the great state of Illinois was making it difficult. And why hadn't Dick Durbin subpoenaed the flight logs himself? Why hasn't any politician until Marsha Blackburn tried to find out who flew on the world's most notorious child sex trafficker's plane? Perhaps they have a good explanation for flying on Jeffrey's jet, like Bill Clinton, who was on humanitarian missions, we're told. Are these flight logs being used as blackmail? What powerful people were on the plane? And what kind of intelligence operation was Epstein running? And why would Senator Dick Durbin be running interference for a dead pedophile? We sent Hillary Vaughn to ask him.
Chairman Durbin, can I ask you a quick question? Why won't you subpoena Jeffrey Epstein's flight logs?
So who are you?
Hillary Vaughn with Fox.
With Fox, of course. I don't know anything about his flight logs.
But why won't you subpoena them? Why don't you want to know?
I don't know the issue. I know who Epstein was, but I certainly don't know anything about the issue.
Well, he was charged with sex trafficking, so why don't you want to know who was utilizing his private plane?
Never been raised by anyone.
Well, Senator Blackburn has wanted to subpoena them, and there hasn't been a vote in your committee.
Said a word to me, not a word.
But aren't you curious, like, what high-profile or powerful people might be closeted predators and pedophiles? Doesn't that concern you?
Of course.
So why won't you subpoena them if you can?
It's the first time anyone has raised it. Thank you, Fox.
So are you curious about it? Will you do it?
Durbin's a liar. Last week, Primetime asked his office why he was blocking votes to subpoena Epstein's flight logs, and they said there wasn't enough time. And then at today's hearing, Durbin complained that Fox was asking him to investigate sex trafficking. Poor little Dick. Durbin.
Senator Blackburn, before you leave, I want to make a point for the record, since I understand you made some statements about the Jeffrey Epstein flight logs. There's a Fox reporter in the hallway who asked me about this, and I said I had not spoken to you one time about this issue. I think you'll back me up on that. I'm not mistaken. I didn't know that this was even a subject of your amendments, which, if you'll recall, you were the first on the list until the 2-hour rule was invoked. I don't know anything about this request on your part. I'll be happy to discuss it with you. But I haven't done any discussion with you to this point, correct?
Mr. Chairman, I know, and I think you're fully aware that I had 2 amendments, one dealing with Epstein and Sotomayor. I'd brought it up previously.
I have to confess I didn't know that you'd offer that amendment. Happy to discuss it with you, but I want to point on the record. You and I have never personally discussed this, have we?
We talked briefly on the floor at the conclusion.
You never mentioned what the subject matter of your amendment was. You said you wanted to offer your amendment.
In committee, I brought up the subject matter of my amendments.
Not in my
3
presence.
weeks.
Not only was the subject matter brought up in Durbin's presence, Senator Blackburn was speaking directly to him.
I seek recognition.
Senator Blackburn.
Since we're in the business of issuing subpoenas now, here are a few more that I've filed. A subpoena to Jeffrey Epstein's estate to provide the flight logs for his private plane.
Thank you, Senator. When I recognized you, I didn't know what subject you wished to speak to. As I announced at the beginning, the first thing we'll consider the 2 judicial nominations, then we will move to the subpoena.
All right, so we caught him lying. First, there wasn't enough time. Then this was the first time he was hearing about it. Then it was never brought up in his presence. Why is Dick playing dumb? And why hasn't he voted to subpoena the flight logs already? A week's gone by. Dick says he cares about Israeli women and children getting raped. Why doesn't he care about American children getting raped? We're going to stay on this. And so is Marsha Blackburn, who asked FBI Director Wray about it today. Watch.
The last few weeks, I've been demanding some answers on Jeffrey Epstein's crimes. and trying to get these flight records. What specifically has the FBI done to investigate the claims that Epstein's and others participated in, produced, possessed, and distributed CSAM?
As to the Epstein case specifically, I will tell you it's been a while since I looked at that case.
Should those logs be made public? They've been heavily redacted.
Well, as I said, it's been a while since I looked at the specific case. I can tell you that we've been increasing year over year, both the number of agents focused on these kinds of cases, the number of victims we've rescued. And so onto the specific case, let me offer to have let me get with my team and figure out if there's more information we can provide.
Chris Wray hasn't looked at the Epstein case in a while. The FBI has the flight logs, the surveillance videos, and the computers. And they only got one conviction. A woman, Ghislaine Maxwell, the madam, Epstein's fixer. Not a single John. So he's going to have his guys get back to the senator and see what they can give her? What's going on here? I think we know. Then Senator Kennedy asked FBI Director Wray about the Hunter Biden laptop. You're not going to believe what he said. He said the FBI isn't allowed to tell the truth in an election year.
Why didn't the FBI just say, hey, the laptop's real? Why didn't you just tell everybody the laptop's real? We're not vouching for what's on it, but it's real. This isn't a fiction.
Well, as you might imagine, the FBI cannot, especially in a time like that, be talking about an ongoing investigation.
You see all this controversy going on. Why didn't the FBI say, time out, folks, we're not getting in the middle of this, but the laptop's real?
Again, we have to be very careful about what we can say, especially in the middle of an election season.
That's right. The FBI can only lie in the middle of an election season. They're not allowed to tell the truth. And the FBI can't tell the truth after an election either, because the FBI still hasn't said the laptop's real. You know, because it's an ongoing investigation, even though the U.S. attorney in Delaware didn't even crack open the laptop during his so-called Hunter Biden investigation. Now, Congress is supposed to have oversight over the Bureau, but they aren't allowed to see anything. The FBI just says, just send us $3 billion for the new headquarters and shut up. The FBI just conducts sham investigations so they can justify stonewalling questions about Democrat corruption.
Is the FBI, do they make a routine practice of allowing partisan political optics to prevent investigating serious evidence of corruption?
My instructions to our people on this and on every other investigation are that we are to follow the facts wherever they lead, no matter who likes it, no matter what political influence there may be out there.
Then why didn't you get the GPS data on where Hunter Biden and Joe Biden were?
Again, Senator, with respect, I can't discuss an ongoing investigation.
And Director Wray, you and I have gone round and round on this, because I understand anytime you're asked about this, the answer is it's an ongoing investigation. Of course, the investigation isn't ongoing. You're not doing the work.
The only way the FBI is going to investigate the Biden family is if they go to Mass on Sundays. That's right. A House Judiciary report says the FBI has been investigating Catholics. The Bureau designated strains of Catholicism as domestic terrorism and are treating the church like a gang or a terror cell. The FBI used undercover agents to interrogate a Catholic priest and a choir director. The FBI tried recruiting informants within the clergy. Is the FBI listening to you during confession? God, I hope not. Well, the director said it was just a mistake.
How many other parishes around the country have priests or choir directors been approached? By the way, are Catholic choirs now, are they breeding grounds for domestic terrorism? Is this your latest theory? How many other parishes have FBI agents approached priests and choir directors to ask about parishioners?
Look, Senator, we do not and will not conduct investigations based on anybody's exercise of their constitutionally protected religion.
You have done so, and your memo explicitly asks for it. Your memo labels traditional Catholics as racially and ethnically motivated violent extremists in need of investigation.
So after 9/11, the FBI infiltrated mosques and conducted surveillance of American imams to fight the war on terror. Remember how the ACLU, the Democrats, and the media found out about it and they were hysterical? But the ACLU, the media, and the Democrats haven't said a word about the FBI infiltrating the Catholic Church. The left isn't actually against unconstitutional searches and seizure. They just want to be the ones searching and seizing. And Joe Biden loves to brag about his Catholic faith. Well, the Catholic Church was just illegally infiltrated by the FBI. I'm sure Binder will release a statement about Islamophobia. That should cover it. Now, JFK was the first Catholic president in American history, and he was proud of his faith.
I'm a Catholic, and no Catholic has ever been elected president. The real issues in this campaign have been obscured. Not what kind of church I believe in, for that should be important only to me, but what kind of America I believe in.
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.